A 1,200-kilometer cycle marathon, all in the name of raising awareness for diabetes. This grueling 48-hour non-stop marathon from Johannesburg to George is a mission to raise funds to ensure that children from disadvantaged communities in the Eastern Cape have reliable access to the diabetes medication. The cycling team will depart later this morning from Rivonia, the north of Johannesburg, and we're joined by the founder of the Team C4D, Dr. Jacques van Staden, and Tom Molokwane. Good to have both of you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, Leanne.
Hey.
Good morning to your listeners.
There, are you ready? Are you
We
ready to
are
go?
ready.
Are you? I can see you all dressed up and ready
Yes,
to go.
I'm dressed up.
Are you going straight from the studio to Rivonia?
From here to Rivonia, and then we'll start at 10.
Are you starting the first leg of this?
Yes, we're going to be all 16 cyclists will start together towards Soweto. We were going to do some screening.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
Oh, this is great. Okay, let's go back to the beginnings. Where did it all begin?
Leanne, I think on behalf of Novo Nordisk, I'd like to say greetings to your listeners. But just to give you some background, Novo Nordisk is a global healthcare company with leading positions in diabetes care and innovations. And in 2005, the company adopted a brand concept called Changing Diabetes. And with this promise in mind, the idea was not just to support innovative treatments in this disease entity, but also to support initiatives that make a real change in the lives of people with diabetes and those at risk of diabetes.
Yeah.
And so what Dr. van Staden and his team has started fits perfectly into that concept. So we're very proud and humbled, I think, to be part of this initiative, and we'll continue to support these kind of initiatives.
Yeah.
And the real reason for this, among other things, is really to raise the awareness of diabetes. It's a big challenge. Currently, the estimation is that there's about 3.5 million people with diabetes in South Africa.
In South Africa.
Which is about 6.5% of the population.
Yeah. And those are the people that are aware that they have diabetes.
I think it's a good question you're raising.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are aware that they have diabetes, but there's a huge amount of people that are not aware that they have diabetes. A lot of people out there that are not diagnosed. There's an estimation again of 5 million people who are pre-diabetic. And that again, I think, is an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So there's a huge challenge.
It's a life-threatening illness, and
Yeah.
it's something that is exceptionally treatable, but you just have to diagnose it and of course change your lifestyle. You know, that's always a big thing. So besides cycling, you're a doctor as well. What type of doctor? What field do you work in?
I'm a general practitioner
Okay.
in George, but I've got a diabetic clinic
Yeah.
called the Center for Diabetes Excellence. And that's why in 2009 we started the concept of changing diabetes with Novo Nordisk, and we started the team that cycles to provide underprivileged children living with type 1 diabetes with an analog insulin. So it's basically we provide them the best insulin currently on the market, and to keep them controlled and to try and keep them complication free.
Yeah.
So these kids can have minimal hospitalization, and also to try and keep them to give them an opportunity to have a future with diabetes.
So the route that you're going, because you mentioned that you start off in Rivonia, you're going through Soweto, all 16 cyclists, and you're actually doing testing there. Is this something that you're going to be doing along the way? Will you be doing testing and sort of awareness campaigns in the different areas that you stop? Is that part of the
yes,
race?
we're gonna be screening and testing people at the Deep Kloof Library in Soweto, and then also we will be doing in Kimberley at the provincial hospital, doing some screening there. So that will be done from 8:30 to 2 o'clock today.
Yeah.
And then at the Garden Route Mall in George, we'll also be doing some screening there Friday and Saturday.
Excellent.
So that anybody can come. It's free.
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah. I have to end the interview, but I have to ask, because I think it's important.
Sure.
Why are we seeing so many children getting diabetes now?
I think it's a good question you're raising there, Leanne, and the reason for that is that I think in the last 50 years, we've seen rapid urbanization, and so that comes with what you mentioned earlier on lifestyle.
Yeah.
We're rearing children that they're growing in the era of internet. They're sitting in front of TVs, they're chatting to their friends. So compared to their counterparts about 50 years ago, they tend to live more sedentary lifestyles. So I think that is the biggest contributor to this
Yeah.
diabetes.
Unhealthy lifestyles.
And healthy lifestyles,
Yeah.
yes. And then we're seeing more and more children also getting diabetes.
Yeah.
So exercise is a big part of it, and we know that the minister has actually called the nation to try and exercise a bit more.
Yeah.
A lot of these things can be prevented or impacted positively through lifestyle changes.
Right. I wish we could talk more. We just don't have time. But I wish you the best of luck. 1,200 kilometers from Johannesburg all the way back to George in a mission to raise funds to ensure that children in disadvantaged communities in the Eastern Cape have got reliable access to medication for diabetes. Thank you for joining us. Good luck. Wish you all the best on that beautiful bicycle. And it's absolutely beautiful. It really is. So thanks for joining us on the program. The founder of Team C4D, Dr. Jacques van Staden, and Tom Molokwane, who is, of course, the head of market access from Novo Nordisk.